everyone, Leslie Ray here with a Tuesday tutorial for Digital Delights by Luby Lou. Today I want to share with you a tag card that's a lot of fun. It's very interactive and I hope you enjoy it. For this project I want to use some pre-colored digis. I love all the little Flower Power girls that have been coming out in releases lately, and I want to use the pre-colored Flower Power Daisy, Daffy, and Rose, the Spring Sentiment Set, and the Spring Fling Digital Paper Pack. Additional items: cardstock, some markers, some Miracle Tape, herb scissors, and some punches. So let's get started. I'm going to start with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I want to do some cutting and shaping to my cardstock because I'm going to use the whole piece of cardstock for my card that we're going to make. And the first thing I'm going to do is fold my cardstock up to almost in half. There's about a finger's width here of space available. You could do it all the way up if you want to. In making these, I have found that it works best for me if I do them with about a finger's width here at the top. So now I'm going to fold my card in half, and each time I'm creasing it with a bone folder. This gives it that extra nice crease because I'm gonna move my creases in and out in a minute. And then I'm gonna fold it in half again. And this is probably the hardest part of the whole process, is getting these folds in here. And then I'm going to fold it in half one more time. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and recrease them back the other direction as I fold them the way my final project is going to work. Now this forms the base of our project. So you'll open it, you'll have a place for a pocket here, a place for a pocket here. You'll open it some more, have a place for a pocket here, and a pocket here. So that's the base of our card. And so what we can do is then take and start gluing things down. But before we glue things down with our tape or our Miracle Tape, we need to make these pockets a little more interesting. This last pocket, I want it to fold back for me. So I'm going to fold it back like this. And here I can finish it off with a button or a brad or whatever. But that's where that pocket is going to fold. This next pocket, I want to do a little half circle punch. So it'll be like a tag cut out right there. So I'll do that. Okay. And then this next pocket, I want to fold it down a little. So what I will do is take my scissors and cut down, and then fold down, and then fold down again. So part of that pocket will peek through. So right now we've got 3 styles of pockets. And then this last pocket, we can either make it also fold in the way we did the other one, or we can take it and fold it back this way so that it's the opposite, or actually it's going the same direction as the other one. It's just a smaller pocket. So now we want to put tape on our pocket, and this makes it easier because we know where the tape is going to go. And I'm using a super thin double-sided tape. This one's called Miracle Tape, and it's a double stick tape, and I just put it along where my pockets are going to need to be adhesed. And so that I can have maximum pocket space on each of my pockets, you'll notice I'm putting my tape to the right of my crease each time. You could have easily made all of your pockets be the same. This last pocket I do like to leave open on the end instead of closing it all the way up. You don't have to. You can close yours all the way up if you want to. I am going to leave mine open for my last tag. Okay. So this is going to be the base. Let me go ahead and take out, or go ahead and fold that up for you. So I'm going to use a pokey tool here and pull these tapes up. There we go. Now this is ready to fold over. And I just make sure it lines up where I want it to line up. And now our pockets are ready. Again, you could glue these down, put brads in them, whatever. I'm going to show you the basics of constructing it, and then my final project, when I do the photos for the blog post, I'll show it to you all assembled with all the hardware in there as well. You could also use some of Wendy's digital embellishments. I did not print those out for today's project, but you could use digital embellishments, cut them out, and put them on as well. So here's the base. And now you need to make some pockets and stuff to go in it. Since I'm using the Spring Sentiments set and all, my favorite thing, one of my favorite sayings in this is, may all your weeds be flowers. And so this is going to be my last tag that I'm going to stick in here. But I'm going to go ahead and do some stuff to that. But I want to make sure before I commit to putting all of these that they all fit into their holes. And so here are my little digi girls going in. And on the backs of my tags, I'll be able to write notes or little sentiments. I could put gift cards, anything like that. So everybody fits just perfect. I've trimmed these to be 2 1/4 to 2.5 inches wide and 4 inches long. So that's why they fit perfect in my little tag. If I had not left this finger width space, they would hang out the top just a smidge. And then I've also printed out this lovely striped paper to use as a backing for my tags. And one of them is a little bit wider. I believe it's this one. So I might want to trim him down a little more. I don't know. But these are going to be perfect. There's any number of ways you could do your tags. You could make your tag be one of those that opens up so you could have a big message on the inside like this. Or you can just cut it in half. I'm going to mount my piece and then trim it off for my tag. I'll use my my Miracle tape or my tape runner to do that as well. Have a little bit wider tape here that I'll use to do that. Make that go a little faster. And the way I'm going to build these tags is I'm going to take each one, put some tape on it, and since I just want them taped down, I'm not doing anything special. I could even put tape across the ends. And then I'm going to stick them on my trimmed pieces of cardstock. And I've trimmed them so that they're just like about 1/4 of an inch wider than the 2 1/4 inch cross mark. So it'll be 2.5 inches across, and it'll still fit nicely in my tag. So, and I'll grab my trimmer real quick and trim that off. And trim that off here at the end. And use a little hole punch. And another thing you can do while you're doing your trimming out here, if I wanted to use a piece of the paper as a ribbon for my tag, I could do that as well. So I'm going to turn this over so that I can punch out a decent hole. If I wanted to do a hole punch and do a traditional way, or I can take and make a little faux knot and staple it on or glue it in place, however I want to handle that. So tonight I think I want to put a stapler through it, so I'm going to grab my stapler, which is not loaded. It was loaded just 5 minutes ago. How funny is that? And I'm going to grab my staples and have these cute little blue staples I'm going to stick in here. They're purpley blue. And here we go. And I'm going to staple him on right here. You have the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. That would work well too for these. There we go. So I love my little stapler that I've got going there. And so that one is ready to go. You can easily put back here your very own, like if you're doing this for a special group of teachers or whatever, have these as teacher presents. You could then put gift cards behind them, do little thank you notes, have sections of kids sign the backs of them. Lots of different ideas on what you could do to jazz those up. The other thing that I almost forgot was because I printed this on white cardstock, I like to take a marker and edge at least the base of my tag, and sometimes the top part as well, to get rid of that white cardstock look so that it's not so stark. And go ahead and edge the edges of your ribbon as well. Probably edge the edges of your ribbon before you stick it on your card. So, okay. So we do that. And something that I thought would be fun with this, since this is a floral theme, and since it is a spring theme, is to have little bits of grass. And I want to use these scissors here. And these scissors are typically for cutting herbs. And so if you had some green chives or whatever, you could use this and make really skinny pieces of herb. But another thing it is really good for is to make grass for your cards. And you can do this and it'll cut like up to 7 cuts, I think, at one time. It's really fun to use. And if you have a chance to pick these up like at your craft store, please do. But if not, you can also pick them up in your kitchen store in the herb department. And you can put little bunches of grass, make it as short or as long. On the long pieces, I'd probably keep it long. But on the shorter pieces, I would probably cut it a little bit shorter. and put that on your card as well. And this one I'm going to give a little bit of a haircut. I usually cut my grass and then give him a little bit of a haircut because I think it's cute that way. But before I do that, I'm going to tape it across the bottom. And voila. I'll take this backing off. And put this down on my card. See, I know this one's going to lay down right here. So the fun part about giving a haircut is you don't have to make it go all the way across. You can have it and then kind of curl them. You can curl them with your scissors or with your hand like I am, so that you have cute little curls for your grass and for your pocket to come out of. So this is how we get started. Come back and visit the blog and I'll show you in photographs how it's all finished and put together. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my Tuesday tutorial with Digital Delights by Luby Lou. And be sure to check out the blog to see the final project, because I'll finish it off with the cover, have some hardware in here, and have all my tags in place. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And be sure to come back next week to see what Christine does. Can't wait.